So in 5 kingdom classification, viruses, viroids, prions and lichens didn't find any place. It was not mentioned in his classification. So let's see what are these. So viruses, actually they are not considered truly living because they doesn't have any cell. So what is the structure of a virus now? It will have a nucleoprotein, that is a protein coat will be there, and inside it either DNA or RNA will be present. So only these two structures form the virus, and it doesn't have a true cell or any other cell organelles, and hence it is known as, so it is not considered as truly living. And it has an inert structure with genetic material. So inert structure is the protein coat. Inert, it is very stable, it cannot be collapsed as easily. So it is an inert structure, that is a stable structure. Inside with the genetic material DNA will be present. This protein coat is known as capsid. If we see, it has capsomeres, that is the protein units are arranged in a helical or polyhedral geometric form. So this collar and neck areas, this will attach. So if this is the host cell, this will attach the virus to the host cell, and this area will be opened, and this genetic material will enter the host cell. So what is the function of this DNA? It's actually highly infectious. It will enter the host cell and take control over the host DNA and make the host DNA to replicate these components and multiply. So inside the host cell, once this DNA or RNA of virus enters, it will take complete control on the host DNA and make the host DNA to produce the protein coat on the DNA of virus. And once so many viruses are formed, it will rupture the cell wall of the host and come out. So finally it will kill the host cell after its replication. Replication means multiplying. So the name virus was first coined by D.J. Ivanovsky in 1892, and this word virus means venom, that is poisonous. So he found this in tobacco, that is tobacco mosaic virus. So and he found that it is very smaller than bacteria. And M.W. Beijering in 1898, he did an experiment, and he extracted the infectious tobacco plant. And he found that when he poured the drop of that extract, infected tobacco plant's extract on a healthy plant, the healthy plant was also affected. So he concluded the extract of infectious tobacco plant can cause disease in healthy plants, and hence he has given the name of that extract or fluid as Contagium vivium fluidum. It means infectious living fluid. The fluid is capable of causing infection. So in 1935, W.M. Stanley, he demonstrated that viruses could be crystallized. So and he also found that the crystals consist mainly of proteins. So how it can be crystallized? First it has to be isolated, and then a crystallizing solution is added to that, and finally it will result in the formation of a stable 3D structure. So viruses, once it came out of the living cell, it will act as a non-living thing. So virus, once it is out of the living cell, it will act as a non-living thing, and once it enters the living cell, it will start to behave like a living thing. So outside the living cell it will be non-living, and inside the living cell it will be living, and hence it is known as obligate parasite. That is, it can live only in the it can do the mechanism, it can do its function only inside the living cells, and hence it is a obligate parasite. And already we have seen it's a nucleoprotein, it has only the protein and the genetic material, and most of the deadly diseases are caused by that. Best example is recently we all have faced that corona, and SARS, mumps, smallpox, influenza, AIDS. Even in animals and plants it is causing so many diseases, and most of the diseases are uncurable in the beginning stage. Now vaccinations are formulated, and they are made to come under control. So next category is viroids. So it was found in 1971 by T.O. Dana. He found that it is very smaller than virus and it is found to cause the potato spindle tuber disease. The speciality of this is it will not have any protein code, only the RNA will be present. Next, prions. It causes infectious neurological diseases. It infects the nervous system. Two diseases are given. So one is bovine spongiform encephalopathy, BSE. It is known as mad cow disease in cattle. From the cattle it is spread to human. So what it will do, it will affect the nervous system, leading to depression and loss of coordination, and finally it will lead to coma in people. Next is Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. It is given as CR-Jakob disease, CJD, and it is also a degenerative brain disorder. Degenerative, it will make the brain to lose its function gradually, and it will lead to dementia, which is the loss of memory, and coordination problem will also be there. As you know, nervous system controls all the actions of the body, voluntary, involuntary, and if there is a problem there, the coordination of the body parts will not be proper, and it also cause muscle jerks. Sudden painful involuntary contractions of the muscles, that is muscle jerks, will occur. And next, this is lichen. Actually, it's a pollution indicator. If lichen is present in one area, we can say that it is 100% pollution free. So what is the lichen? It is a symbiotic relationship between algae and fungi. So symbiotic. So it is a symbiotic relationship between algae and fungi. So both are mutually benefited. So here both are benefited. So algae component is known as phycobiont and fungal component is known as mycobiont. So in a lichen, algae and fungi will live in a mutual relationship, and the algae component is known as phycobiont and the fungi component is known as mycobiont. So algae will produce food and give to fungi, whereas this fungi, what it will do? It will absorb water and nutrients, as well as it provide home to the algae. So if you see, if this is the fungal mycelium, algae will be occupying in a place inside the spaces. The mycelium will be intertwined with some spaces. In between the spaces you can find the algae. So these two live in a mutual relationship, and it is visible to the naked eye in tree trunks and all. And if it is present, the area is a pollution free area, and hence it is known as a pollution indicator.